preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Rams and the Bengals, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him the Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. From the 45 on second down, Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Robinson's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Throwing is Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Stafford. Open man. Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Stafford. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points. Here it's 3-0. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it, because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 76 yards. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
23 yards on the play.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
On first down at Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stafford now to throw. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's on the guard, David Edwards. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. To the air again, Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Stafford finding Jefferson there, first down LA. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Stafford. That'll be caught, but nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown. And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Matthew Stafford going to lead the Super Bowl champs back onto the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
From the 31, Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's 21-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at about the 14.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. Jordan Fuller there to take him down. On 2nd and 9, Burrow.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he fires one that's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
The Bengals getting set to go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down.
Back deep, Brandon Powell.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
On the move to his left.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From the 50 at Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That's complete to Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 3rd and 2, Stafford. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. Gay's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon.
And he's got it to about the 40.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Mixon going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field. But once you get into the red zone, that's where they really clamp down. They come up with the interception there, but you know about this crew. They're playing modern defense, taking care of the red zone 3rd downs and getting after the quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Troy Hill picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Rams ready to go on offense. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
On 1st down, Stafford here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. From the 22, Stafford. That is incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on third down, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Three-quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
On second down, Evans looking for space. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. First throw now for the backup, Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
On the draw, Evans, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Wolford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. Throwing again on second down. Wolford. That's taken in by Henderson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's Wolford. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Henderson will try and run for the first. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wolford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wolford now to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Wolford will try again on 2nd down. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wolford throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again, Wolford. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Wolford now on first down. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Wolford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing is Wolford on third down. And that is incomplete. Wolford to throw for it on fourth. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wolford to air it out again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. To throw, it's Wolford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Powell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13. They'll go again here with Evans. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 12-point game.
McPherson, as a rookie last year, made a league-leading 9 kicks from 50-plus yards and added to it in the playoffs with some other big kicks to help propel his team to the Super Bowl. But that time, unable to convert.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. 43 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up first and 10. Now Wolford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Wolford to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line
facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final try for Wolford.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.